intro for this.
I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything.
He destroys. My mouth speaks the praise of Yah, and let all flesh bless his set apart name forever and ever.
All praise.
Hallelujah.
All praise to the Most High.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Praise
Man,
Yah.
all praise to the
Praise
Most
the
High,
Most
Praise
High.
man.
y'all. Praise y'all.
Hey, y'all nasty, boy. Y'all nasty, man. Y'all know how to get somebody's spirit jump. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, man. I'm telling you, man.
Selling they soul, liquor and dope. Letting go of the rope, young and the old, slippery slope. Proverbs 1:24 is the cause of our woes. We don't even know. So many in the city lack a father. Ain't no winning till we turn back to the Father. No quitting, remain willing to go harder. Further,
You got good people out there. You still got to follow the commandments.
the money come with problems and we got no way to solve them. If you got it, then you got them. Best believe that, bro. Open up the Bible, you will find yourself inside
And
it.
this is the message which we have heard from him and announced to you, that Elohim is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
In the scriptures, love life and put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to.
I was thinking when actually, since you said that, I was looking at Psalm 66, and that's what is going on. You know,
Just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah. Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the power. You could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over.
That's when that lust kick in, man. You always got to be dealing with that fight, that daily flesh fight every day.
every
Every
day.
day.
Rules look strange to Americans. They ain't used to seeing Torah keeping people with no Satan in them. Some of us only keep the
I was
laws
able
and
to
our
connect
actions.
to one of our elders in Africa of the Limba
Till
tribe.
we discover the truth in that days, we be doing something different. We follow the Abba to the T with no permission. Wrestling for blessings like you code, we on a mission. Fully understanding we're the vehicle to bring the truth to others while maintaining that Yahuwah is the engine. I don't think you heard me, I said Yah must be the engine. The Messiah came in his name, he is on one accord with him. In this land of Kiddim, always second guess doctrine that's polytheistic and not keeping the Father central. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything. Could care less about the
I don't think the Most High made a mistake. That's how I look at it. He knew what was going on. He knew what he was going to do. He knew how it was going to play out. You know what I'm saying? He declared the end from the beginning. So if it went like that, it meant to go that way.
Less about the power, you could keep the rings. I'm just trying to put the Father over everything, yeah. Father over everything. Father over everything. Power, you could keep the rings. Father over everything, yeah.
I know y'all Hebrews, and I know it's late. So, Shabbat Shalom. I love y'all, man. Oh,
Love, bro.
Me too,
Bro.
yeah.
Love, brothers.
Hey, Shabbat.
Sometimes I be wanting to just leave that picture on the screen.
All praise. Me
All
too.
praise.
All praise.
Psalms 28. I cry to you, O Yahuwah, my rock. Do not be deaf to me. For if you are silent to me, I shall be like those who go down to the pit. Hear the voice of my prayers when I cry to you, when I lift up my hands towards your set-apart speaking place. Do not draw me away with the wrong and with the workers of wickedness, who speak peace to their neighbors, but evil is in their hearts. Give to them according to their deeds and according to the evil of their practices. Give to them according to the work of their hands. Bring back to them what they deserve, because they do not heed the works of Yah, nor the works of his hands. He throws them down and does not build them up. Blessed be Yahuwah, because he has heard the voice of my prayers. Yah is my strength and my shield. My heart has trusted in him, and I have been helped. Therefore my heart exalts, and with my song I thank him. Yah is the strength of his people, and he is the stronghold of deliverance of his anointing. Save your people and bless your inheritance, and be their shepherd and bear them up forever. Praise Yah.
Praise. Hallelujah.
All right, man. We're just gonna deal with a repetitive topic. You feel me? I guess we bring it out because we know what we need to be doing, but it make you ask yourself, are we really doing it? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna deal with the first thing we need to do to be delivered. First thing we need to be doing.
All right, I'll start it off. Job 5:35-5. Look to the heavens and see, and consider the clouds which are higher than you. If you sin, what would you do against him? If your transgressions are increased, what would you do to him? If you are righteous, what do you give to him? What do you give him? Or what does he receive from your hand? Your wrong is for a man like yourself, and your righteousness for a son of man. Because of the multitude of oppressions, they cry out. They cry out for help because of the arm of the many. And no one says, where is Elua, my maker, who gives songs in the night, teaches us more than the beasts of the earth, and makes us wiser than the birds of the heavens. They cry, there they cry, but he answers not, because of the pride of evil ones.
The what out?
Because of the pride of evil ones.
So they cry out, but it say, does he hear?
He hear them, but he ain't answer them because of their pride. I hear you. Only is it false that El does not hear. See? And that the Almighty pays no attention to it.
Oh, that's so, like you said, that's false then. So he does hear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ears of jealousy hears all, all murmurings. Although you say you do not see him, yet right ruling is before him, and you wait for him.
Okay.
Right ruling is before the Most High. You gotta wait for him. Okay.
I'll try to finish my food real quick. All right, get to him.
Okay, Judah chapter 2, 1-6. I keep going till somebody else want to jump in. And in the 18th year, the 22nd day of the first month, there was talk in the house of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Asher, that he should, as he said, avenge himself on all the earth.
Okay.
So he called unto him all his officers and all his nobles, and communicated with them his secret counsel, and concluded the afflicting of the whole earth out of his own mouth. Then they decreed to destroy all flesh that did not obey the commandment of his mouth.
Commandments out of whose mouth?
Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar. Right.
When he had ended his counsel, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Asher, called Holofernes, the chief captain of his army, which was next unto him, and said unto him, Thus said the great king, the Adonai of the whole earth,
Hmm.
Behold, you shall go forth from my presence, and take with you men that trust in their own strength,
Trust in what I.
that trust in their own strength.
So this would be like atheists or something, right? Because we know who our strength is, right?
Right. A footman, 120,000, and the number of horses with their riders, 12,000. Now, I wouldn't say that because all of them atheists.
You say what?
He just one. I wouldn't say that because all of them atheists. None of them believe in the Most High.
Right.
You
That's
know
why
what
I
I'm
say.
saying?
That's why I say take with you men that trust in their own strength. I'll let you know most high our strength, right?
Right.
So we won't be one
Yeah.
of those.
Even the weak ones over there, atheists. He's just one of this stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, they are atheists over there. And you shall go against all the West Country because they disobeyed my command.
Hmm.
You got to get all of them.
All of
They
them.
disobedient.
Right.
Jump into chapter 4, 1 through 3.
Okay.
Now the children of Israel that dwelt in Yehuda heard all their hollowness the chief captain of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Asher, had done to the nation,
Hmm.
and after what manner he had spoiled all their temples and brought them to naught.
They'll say Yashrael
Therefore,
heard this. The people Yahuda heard this, right? Yashrael, they like, oh my goodness. He knocking everybody head off right now, right?
right, you take that into like nowadays. We hear the Antichrist out here doing all this, or Trump. You know what I'm saying? Trump out here. They say he in Chicago now. That's with the brothers out there,
Hmm.
ICE or something. We hear what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, they were exceedingly afraid of him and were troubled for Jerusalem and for the temple of Yahuwah Elohim. For they were newly returned from the captivity. We just got out of captivity. Here they go
Right.
again.
Right.
And all the people of Yahudah lately gathered together,
Hmm.
and the vessels, and the altar, and the house were sanctified after the profanation.
Hmm. Right? Defiling something sacred, right? They was defiling it
Mhm.
anyway.
Right. That was just 1 through 3. Okay, jumping to 9.
Okay.
15. Then every man of Israel cried to Elohim with great fervency
Hmm.
and with great vehemency
Right?
did they humble their souls.
Did they what?
Humble their souls.
I can
So they
say
were
that.
scared.
Yeah, right,
That's what,
right.
that's what you call scared right there.
They scared, and what's the first thing they did when they were scared? Cry,
Cried to Elohim.
cry to Elohim. Cry to Elohim. And what else they do? They did humble their souls. I'm glad we just came off this Day of Atonement because that's what it tells us to do in the Day of Atonement. Humble or afflict your soul, right?
Right.
Hmm.
Both they and their women and their children and their cattle and every stranger and hireling and the servants brought with money put sackcloth upon their loins.
Hmm.
Thus every man and woman and the little children and the inhabitants of Jerusalem fell before the temple and cast ashes upon their heads and spread out their sackcloth before the face of Yahuwah. Also, they put sackcloth about the altar and cried to Elohim of Israel, all with one consent, earnestly.
Earnestly, right? with sincere and
Mm-hmm.
intense conviction. That's how they was crying to the Most High, right? Real sincere. Seriously. It wasn't no, and it said the children was doing it, right? So this is a part
Right.
of us humbling or afflicting our soul, right? Because I know
Mm-hmm.
when this day of atonement just came and it says humble your soul, everybody said, all right, well, let's get this fast on. Man, come on. You can fast all day, but that don't mean you humbling your soul. Now we getting a picture of what they was doing when they was humbling their soul, right? Or afflicting their soul, right? Come on.
Right. That he would not give their children for a prey, and their women for a spoil,
Mm-hmm.
and the cities of their inheritance to destruction,
Right.
and the sanctuary to profanation and reproach, and for the nations to rejoice at it.
See that? And for the nations to rejoice at it. This is still going on to this day. The nations rejoice at our downfall.
Right.
The nations rejoice when Yasharel falls. Come on. We don't rejoice when other nations fall. We tell them to turn to the Most High. But at our downfall, they rejoice at it. Come on.
So Elohim heard their prayers and looked upon their afflictions. For the people fasted many days in all Yehuda and Jerusalem before the sanctuary of Yahuwah to Sabaoth. And Jehoiakim, the high priest, and all the priests that stood before Yahuwah, they which ministered unto Yahuwah, had their loins girt with sackcloth, and offered the daily ascending smoke offerings with the vows and free gifts of the people, and had ashes on their turbans, and cried unto Yahuwah with all their power, that he would look upon all the house of Israel graciously.
Right. Show favor, right? Gracious. Jump to that chapter 5.
All right. 5, 1 through 11. Then was it declared to Holofernes, the chief captain of the army of Asher, that the children of Israel had prepared for war. And
So
had
we
set
just
up,
seen, previously that they was crying out, but now saying that the children of Israel prepared for war, right?
right. Faith
So
without works is dead.
exactly. Faith without works is dead, and they know when they cry out to the Most High who their strength is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. What verse was I on?
You was at
I'm
the top,
bad.
starting from the top. You was at verse 1.
Oh, okay. 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 They prepared for war and had shut up the passages of the hill country,
Mhm.
and had fortified all the tops of the high hills, and had laid impediments in the campaign countries, wherewith he was very angry, and called all the princes of Moab,
Mhm.
and the captains of Ammon, and all the governors of the seacoast.
Right, he had to call these people and be like, man, what's wrong with these people? They ain't see what I just did to these other nations, right?
Right. It looked like they're preparing for war. Who was
Right,
they?
right,
Who was they? It ain't even that many of them. Who was they?
right. It ain't even that many of
And he said unto them, tell me now, ye sons of Canaan, who is this people? Who this people is that dwell in the hill country?
them. Mm-hmm.
What are the cities that they inhabit? And what is the multitude of their army? And wherein is their power and strength?
And wherein is their power and strength? That's a good question. He gonna get that answer.
And what king is set over them?
Mm-hmm.
Or captain of their army?
Mm-hmm.
Who is these people over here?
Right,
Who is
right,
these ones that ain't bowing down to my word? You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Exactly. My commandments, right? We only keep the commandments of the Most High, right?
Right. And why have they determined not to come and meet me more than all the inhabitants of the West?
Because we already seen what happened. They cried out to the Most High, and they know once they do that, what He gonna do? Deliver, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Then said Achor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon. Remember, they just came out of captivity, right?
Right.
Ain't trying to go back.
Right.
Then said Achor, the captain of all the sons of Ammon, let my Adonai now hear a word from the mouth of your servant,
Mhm.
and I will declare unto you the truth concerning this people,
The what up?
the truth concerning this people, which
Nebuchadnezzar,
dwells near you.
right?
Huh?
Nebuchadnezzar don't know who these people are, right? So he said, I'm gonna tell you
Right,
the truth concerning them. You know what I'm talking about? How they get down and who they serve.
right, right. He said, I'm gonna tell you the truth concerning these people which dwell near you. Because they dwell near him. He's like, how come they dwelling near me, but everybody from the west coming over here to meet me? But they ain't even coming over here. And they right around the corner.
Well, it's still a distance, but yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, because he said, how come they don't want to meet me like the people in the west coming?
Mm-hmm.
They coming, but these people near me,
Right.
right? He
Mm-hmm.
said, which dwells near you, and inhabitants of the hill country.
Mm-hmm.
And there shall no lie come out of the mouth of your servant.
That kind of remind me of like our people, right? Like, we don't care about like presidents and politics and all that, like the other nations do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how our people are. We don't really deal with this stuff like America be having going.
Yeah.
It's a
They want you
difference
to
now,
come to
though.
that White House.
Think about how many of our people though do deal with it now, though. You feel me? Who is they strength?
Mm-hmm.
Who are people depending on these days? Who are people crying out to? If they crying out, right?
Politicians.
Right.
So you saying, Yamel, that these people is like, I ain't going to the ones that's, you know better. They like, I ain't going to the White House. The ones that won the
Yeah,
championship or whatever.
yeah. I'm
I
just
ain't
saying, like
going over
the way we grew up in America, we grew up different. We look at them differently. We got the ignorance out there that follow politics, but our parents always told us, or grandparents always told us, we don't trust them or they wicked. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was taught.
there. Mm-hmm.
Right on.
So this is what Acor said. This people are descendants of the Chaldeans.
Right.
Talking about Abraham, right?
Yes, sir.
And they sojourned heretofore in Aram and
Mm-hmm.
Haran,
Mm-hmm.
because they would not follow the Elohim of their fathers,
Mm.
which were in the land of Cassidy.
And that's why I love when DeAndre brung out that point one time when he was talking about Abraham. He said he left the people of the Kasdim of Aram Nahari, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody over there was serving false mighty ones, right? These mighty ones.
Right.
Abraham said,
Basically, the Anunnaki, right? They were serving the Anunnaki.
there you go,
Over
huh?
there.
There you go, huh? He said, I gotta go.
Abraham like, nah, yeah, I gotta get up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
For they left the way of their ancestors and worshiped the Elohim of heaven.
What they do out?
They left the way of their ancestors and
Mm-hmm.
worshiped the Elohim of heaven.
Because we know how Abraham daddy was, right?
Right. Yeah, he was something else. The Elohim who they knew. So they cast them out from the face of their Elohim.
Mm-hmm.
And they fled to Aram Naharaim and sojourned there many days. Then
Mm-hmm.
their Elohim commanded them to depart from the place where they sojourned and go into the land of Canaan, where they dwelt, and were increased with gold and silver, and with very many cattle.
Right.
But when a famine covered all the land of Canaan, they went down into Mizraim
Mm-hmm.
and sojourned there, while they were nourished, and came there a great multitude, so that one could not number their nation.
Come on now, this Acor, he breaking down the whole thing, right? He letting Nebuchadnezzar know from the beginning about these people, right? Starting at Abraham, right?
Right. Therefore, the king of Mizraim rose up against them and dealt subtly with them and brought them low with laboring and brick and made them slaves.
So we know how he dealt with them when the Mizrahims was working with them that first with the Israelites, right? And then slowly but surely, all the Mizrahims stopped working with them day by day, right? Dealing with them subtly, right? Real sneaky like.
Right.
Now let's go get some. Let's go get that then. Let's go read a little something about that.
Okay. Exodus 3,
Yes, sir.
1 through 7.
Mhm.
And Moshe was shepherding the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian. And he led the flock to the back of the wilderness and
Mhm.
came to Horeb, the mountain of Elohim.
Right?
And the messenger of Yahweh appeared to him in a flame of fire from the midst of a bush. And he looked and saw the bush burning with fire,
Okay.
but the bush was not consumed. And Moshe said, let me turn aside now and see this great sign, why the bush does not burn.
Mhm.
And Yahuwah saw that he turned aside to see. And Elohim called to him from the midst of the bush and said, Moshe, Moshe. And he said, here I am. And he said, do not come near here. Take your sandals off your feet, for the place on which you are standing is set apart ground.
So we see Mount Horeb is set apart ground, right?
Right.
Okay.
And he said, I am the Elohim of your father, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yishak, and the Elohim of Yaakov. And Moshe hid his face, for he was afraid to look at Elohim.
Right. This that same Elohim that they said we ain't serving the our ancestors, mighty ones, right? We serving the Elohim that we know, right? Starting at Abraham.
And Yahuwah said, I have indeed seen the oppression of my people who are in America,
Mm,
Mizraim,
mm.
and have heard their cry because of their slave drivers. For I know their sorrows.
So the thing is, the Most High said, I know. Even if nobody knows, the Most High know your sorrows, right?
Right.
And to make you ask yourself, because I said who are in America, but now ask yourself, are we still oppressed out here in America? I know we are mentally oppressed because you can look at our people, but are we oppressed physically?
Not like it used to be. It's just different oppression now. You know, you're oppressed when you see the police come pull up. They ain't even got to put their lights on. You looking over there like, man, hope they don't come over here. You know what I'm saying? You're oppressed when you go apply for a job. You know you got all these things against you. You don't know if they back there like, yeah, how you doing? Fill out the application. They treat you all nice, then they throw it away. Yeah, we are oppressed in our minds still here. It ain't stopped. It just changed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that goes down to physical oppression, but also like with our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing I noticed, but like we see things called gentrification. So the fact is, they always had the funds and the resources to change the community. They just never did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's physical. You know what I'm saying?
No, they make sure that our people can't put out positive music, so we put out music glorifying the trap, right? And and
Mhm.
and it's a brainwash. You know, these people did a number on us. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All the way around the board. Yeah, we still oppressed here.
Right.
And and,
But
and when
go
I
ahead.
and when I said America, because Mizraim, he said, I'm gonna send you into Egypt again on ship, right?
Right,
So
for
we
sure.
are still in Mizraim.
Right. But the difference is, like you said the oppression changed. So that means we changed with the oppression. Because again,
Right,
we know if we cry out to the Most High, what's gonna happen? We will be delivered, right?
right.
So that's why I asked, are we still oppressed? Because I really don't see nobody in Mitzrayim or America crying out to the Most High. All I see every time I'm riding through these oppressed streets is people, you know, I'm talking about glorifying what they have in Mitzrayim, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure.
till they get older. They
Till they get
glorify what
older.
they got till they get
Yeah,
older,
right.
and then they start crying about what's going on with their children out in these streets. What's
Right.
really going on? You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Like, man, it's really an oppression to see our people in these situations like that. That's a form of oppression. Because
Right.
the
And
Most
that's
High said in the curses, He said, "You're gonna be mad because of the sight of your eyes," right?
mhm. And that's why when you said that they really did a number on us, that's all the way back in Egypt. Because the oppression, the physical oppression was strong, but it was more about the mental oppression. Think about when we came out when we came out of Egypt. What's the first thing our people said? Oh, make me a god, because they just came out of Egypt serving all these gods, right? Make me a god that we can see. And what came out the fire? Golden calf, right? So, like you said, they really did a number on us. First and foremost, mentally, right? And we truly still oppressed mentally, man, for sure.
9 and 10. And now see, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression which the Mizrahites oppressed them.
So now it looks like we need to cry as a community now, right?
Right. But see, we won't cry out until the people know that they're being oppressed.
Exactly.
Like you said, a lot of them say America ain't racist. It's systematically racist. You
Like you
know,
said, American racists, they had a black president. How they gonna be racist?
they just hate the children of Israel.
Man,
And the
again.
people in top know that they got to keep that information suppressed because it
Mhm.
wouldn't be no war going on over there in Gaza. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't be that stuff going on if the people knew who the people was. All right, continue. And now, come, I am sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the children of Israel, out of Mizraim.
All right. Come down now. 20 and 20.
20. And I shall stretch out my hand and strike Mizraim with all my wonders, which I shall do in its midst. And after that, he shall let you go.
See that? These ain't Moshe wonders, these the most high wonders, right? He said, I'm striking
Mm.
Mizraim with all my wonders, right? Let's not get it confused. Go ahead, all right?
And I shall give this people favor in the eyes of the Mizrahites. And it shall be that when you go, you shall not go empty handed.
Hmm. So is
I
that second
remind
Exodus gonna be just like that? All right?
man,
We ain't
I
leaving
hope
empty.
so. You know, might
Okay.
leave out of this, you know. Let
What
me
you leaving
quit.
with, huh? What you leaving with, huh?
I
You sound like
ain't
you
even
already got
gonna
something on
say
your mind.
it.
You sound like you already got something on your mind you ready to leave with. You know what I'm talking about?
All right. Exodus 14,
13, 17.
13, 17, and 18. And it came to be when Pharaoh had let the people go, that Elohim did not lead them by the way of the land of the Philistines,
Mhm.
through that was though that was near, for Elohim said, lest the people regret when they see fighting and return to Mizraim.
Come on, the Most
Right? He
High said,
said,
these are my people, so I know how they get down. Lest they see the fighting and say, man, we're going back to Mizraim. It's too much for me, right?
so Elohim led the people around by way of the wilderness, of the Sea of Reeds, and the children of Israel went up in five from the land of Mizraim.
Right. Fives meaning able-bodied soldiers or marching formation, right? Because I know it
Mm.
says fives right now, but we're going to read something else in the formation that they took. But when they say up in five, this is talking about able-bodied soldiers or marching formation. Go ahead, I'll jump to the next chapter.
Oh,
We
It was
just
just that.
yeah, we just want the
So,
story. We just going through the
oh,
story real quick.
14, 1 through 4. And Yahuwah spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to the children of Israel, that they turn and camp before Pi-haroth, between Megiddo and the sea, opposite Baal Tesban. Camp before it by the sea. For Pharaoh shall they say of the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land. The wilderness has closed them in.
All right, because the Most High said, I'm gonna show you my wonder. So go camp over here so I can show y'all this next wonder I'm gonna do. Right?
And I shall strengthen the heart of Pharaoh, and I shall strengthen the heart of Pharaoh, and he shall pursue them. But I am to be esteemed through Pharaoh and over all his army. And the Mizrahites shall know that I am Yahuwah. And they did so.
All right. Come down now.
So he strengthened the heart of Pharaoh. You know, we gotta remember that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10. And when Pharaoh drew near, the children of Israel lifted their eyes and saw the Mizrahites coming up after them. They were greatly afraid. So the children of Israel cried out to Yahuwah.
Didn't we just see that with Holofernes and Nebuchadnezzar that they was greatly afraid, right?
Mm-hmm. Verse 13. And Moshe said to the people, do not be afraid. Stand still and see the deliverance of Yahuwah, which he does for you today.
Right.
For the Mizrahites whom you see today, you are never, 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 ever, ever, ever to see again.
Okay.
You ain't gonna see, you ain't gonna see them no more. Yahuwah does fight for you and keep
Right.
you.
Come on, man.
And you keep silent.
You keep silent, right? That's why we seen that they gathered their army for war against Holofernes and them, right?
Right.
They know who fights for them. They know, hey, we cry out to the Most High sincerity, right? Or earnestly, right? We know he does fight for us. All right, let's pick up and get a little more background in this story. I'll jump to that Jasher.
Jasher 81. 26:36. Okay. And on account of the Mizraim, the children of Israel divided themselves into 4 divisions.
Right.
And they were divided in their opinions, for they were afraid of the Mizraim. And Moshe spoke to each of them.
So the 4 divisions of them being divided up by their what? Opinions. This is different from them leaving it in 5, right? In marching formation. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. The first division was the children of Reuben, Shimei, and Issachar, and they resolved to cast themselves into the sea, for they were exceedingly afraid of Mizraim.
They said, we'll swim to the other side. We got to.
And Moshe said to them, fear not, stand still and see the Yahshua of Yahuwah. All praises, which he will effect this day for you. The second division was of the children of Zebulun, Benjamin, and Naphtali. And they resolved to go back to Mizraim with the Mizraim.
You say, just grab me in chains and we'll go back with you. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah. And Moshe said to them, fear not, for as you have seen the Mizraim this day, so shall you see them no more forever. The third division was of the children of Yehuda and Joseph. They resolved to go meet the Mizraim to fight with them. The soldiers of the bunch, huh?
Go, all right.
And we finna go fight with them. And Moshe said to them, stand in your places, for Yahuwah will fight for you. You
Right.
shall remain silent.
We just seen that, right? We just read that when Moshe said, Yah does fight for you, and you keep silent, right?
You just be
So
quiet.
now we know who he was really talking to when he said that. He wasn't talking to everybody, right?
Right. He was talking to brothers like you, Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Hey, be quiet. Be quiet. You know what I'm saying? And the fourth division was of the children of Levi, Gad and Asher. And they resolved to go in the midst of the Mizraim to confound them.
Right.
Moshe said to them, remain in your stations and fear not. Only call unto Yahuwah that he may save you out of their hand.
Mm.
And after this, Moshe rose up from amidst the people. And he prayed to Yahuwah and said, O Yahuwah Elohim of the whole earth, save now your people, whom you did bring forth from Mizraim.
Mm.
And let the Mizraim boast that power and might are theirs.
And let not, right? And let not the Mizraim
Oh,
boast.
okay. And let not the Mizraim boast that power and might are theirs. I knew I messed up somewhere when I was reading that.
Now, here we go.
So Yahuwah said to Moshe, why do you cry unto me?
Mm.
Speak to the children of Israel that they shall proceed.
Right.
And do you stretch out your rod upon the sea and divide it, and the children of Israel shall pass through it.
Right. So now we also seen what you brought up earlier. Faith in works, right?
Right.
In works, right? Because the Most High told Moshe what to do. Moshe had to believe and actually lift up his rod, right?
Right. Okay. Exodus 14, 19 and 20. And the messenger of Elohim, who went before the camp of Israel, moved and went behind them. A column of clouds went before them and stood behind them.
You see that? That's the same messenger of Yah. That same one that we just read in Exodus 3 that appeared to Moshe in the flame of fire. This is that same messenger. Come on.
Came between the camp of the Mizraim, the camp of Israel, and it was the cloud and the darkness, and it gave light by night. And the one did not come near the other all night.
29 through 31. We're supposed to add something right.
And the children of Israel walked on dry ground in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall to them on their right and on their left. Thus Yahuwah saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Mizrahites. And Israel saw the Mizrahites dead on the seashores. And Israel saw the great work which Yahuwah had done in Mizraim. And the people feared Yahuwah and believed Yahuwah and his servant Moshe.
Come on now. Come on
They
now.
feared and believed until they got 10 commandments and their flesh wanted them to worship an idol. All right, Judas 5.
Yep, because we just wanted to see what happened with. Go ahead, Doc.
No, I was saying I'm back.
Okay, yeah, we just wanted to see what Acor was talking about when he said that they was in Mitzrayim and when they cried out to the Most High, we seen what happened, right? See how the Most High is truly a deliverer of his people, straight up. But we're gonna get some more examples, Doc, because Acor telling it all the way from the beginning. So let's get some more examples. Get back to that Jude and see what else Acor saying about us.
You want to hear something, Yamel?
Yeah, that's all that I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
Where we at with it?
Jude chapter 5, we're reading verses
13 through 17.
Y'all can hear me good? I ain't breaking up or nothing, right?
Nope.
I'm in the back room, so. Alright. And Elohim dried the Red Sea before them, and brought them to Mount Sinai and Kadesh Barnea, and cast forth all that dwelleth in the wilderness.
Hmm?
So they dwelt in the land of the Amorium, and they destroyed by their strength all of them of Cheshebon. And passing over the Jordan, they possessed all the hill country.
Right?
And they cast forth before them the Canaanite, what?
Canaanite.
Canaanite, the Perzi, the Yekuzi. Yo, I be killing these nations' names, right?
I bet if you seen Sumerian, you wouldn't have killed that name.
Well, yeah, whatever. Hey, you want to just hit this 16 real quick? I just hit the next.
Come on, I can get through it. You got it.
I'll get through it, man. Go ahead, go ahead.
And they cast forth before the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Shechemites, and all the Gershonites, and they dwelt in that country many days. Just make it sound like you're saying something. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he did.
That's exactly what he did, big man. That's exactly what he did.
You gotta sound like you're saying something.
I'm like,
No, you can't get.
Where you get these ice from, huh?
Hey, you see what it say? You can read it. I'm reading how I can read it.
Oh man, I was wondering too. I'm like,
what do you read?
So I'm just showing you how to do it, Yamel. Just showing you how to do it, all right?
That's why everything on the screen, right? I tell the people you gotta look.
Yeah, they gotta read with it. Some of these brothers can't read. You know what I'm saying?
I read the 17 too. And while they sinned not before the Elohim, they prospered, because the Elohim that hates iniquity was with them.
Come on, all praises, right?
Mm-hmm.
While we sin not before the Most High, we prosper, right? Because the Most High hates iniquity. But let's go see what happens if we do sin against the Most High. What happens?
Judges 2, 1 through 4.
All right.
Then we jumping.
And the messenger of Yahuwah came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I led you up from Mizraim and brought you to the land of which I swore to your fathers. And I said, I do not break my covenant with you.
You see that? And that's, again, this is that same messenger that was speaking to Moshe and that burned the bush. This is that same messenger that said, I led you from Mizraim. That's the one that was the cloud, right?
Y'all there?
That Mashiach right there, right?
Oh, it's that same messenger. That same one. Come on.
Because we can read in the word where it said he was like the cloud.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm out to Egypt, yeah. And as for you, do not make a covenant with the inhabitants of this land. Break down their slaughter places, but you have not obeyed my voice. What is this you have done?
Man, you have not obeyed my voice. If the Most High tell you to do something, you better do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Therefore, I also said, I am not driving them out before you, and they shall be advisories to you.
Adversaries.
My bad, yeah, adversaries. And they shall be adversaries to you. That the people lifted up their voice and wept. Wait, my bad. I'll skip. Adversaries to you. Yeah, right. Adversaries to you. And their mighty ones shall be a snare to you.
That's still to this day. And like you say, Mizraim or America, right?
Right. And it came to be, when the messenger of Yahuwah spoke these words to all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept. So they called the name. So they called the name of that place Bochim, and slaughtered there to Yahuwah. Bokim.
Hey, my bad, y'all. I had to make a run upstairs. Let's see. Jumping to 7 to 14 now.
And the people served Yahuwah all the days of Yehoshua, and all the days of the elders who outlived Yehoshua, who had seen all the great works of Yahuwah, which he had done for Israel.
Come on now. Because they seen these works, right?
Mm-hmm. And Yehoshua, son of Nun, the servant of Yahuwah, died 110 years old. And they buried him within the borders of his inheritance at Timoth, Heres, in the mountains of Ephraim on the north side of Mount Gaash. And all that generation were likewise gathered to their fathers. And another generation arose after them, who did not know Yahuwah, nor the work which he had done for Israel. Then the children of Israel did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah and served the Baals.
Right. So we see that Baals is not just one. These are the multiple gods that they serve in this land, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, it's getting off topic, but do you think that those elders taught the children, the young ones, or they just didn't see the miracles and chose not to believe?
They didn't see.
You see that?
Go ahead.
They stopped teaching as they got as time went by. You know what I'm saying? Because even the elders that lived longer than Joshua, the people still served the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then them shining things start coming into play.
Right. I don't know. Like you said, I can't say that the elders still wasn't teaching. It's hard not to see a wonder like that and not tell somebody.
Right.
Yeah, I think basically they just died out over the generations. Just like now, man. In another 3-4 generations, ain't nobody gonna know who you was.
Right.
Real talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And forsook Yahuwah Elohim of their fathers, who have brought them out of the land of Mizraim, and went after other mighty ones of the people who were all around them. Yeah, right. Just like now, like our people want to deal with this Egyptology and Buddha, white Jesus, all that.
Yep. That's why I say the Baals, right? Come on.
The Baals, right?
Wow, there's so many of them.
There's so many of them, and they bowed down to them and provoked Yahuwah.
Come on now. That's why we still got that again, Day of Atonement, right? That's why we still got to ask for forgiveness. We can look towards our previous ignorance, right? And we used to bow in front of the Christmas tree to get our presents and stuff like that, right?
Right.
We was provoking the Most High. Come on.
No doubt.
Hey, we fell victim of this stuff. We was eating Thanksgiving dinners, and we knew that they killed our ancestors on that day. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about it, man, I was watching something about that yesterday about how they mixed in the natives with the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people in the South look like the natives. You know what I'm saying? And how they just mixed them in. Because our people was here. I believe that the 10 tribes was here before. They came and got Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
I ain't gonna say again, but tribes for sure.
And even with that, like you say, just after so much breeding with these other nations and people or whatever, I mean, not to change the subject, but honestly, man, my daddy, mama, who I took him down to Mississippi to see her gravesite, man, to see a picture of this woman. This woman was very fair-skinned, almost yellow. My daddy black as night. But his mother was real fair with good hair and all that. Seriously.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna read that a little later, man. That's their reason of taking us in captivity, man. Just like when we was reading earlier and it said for them to spoil our women and stuff like that, because that's what they want to do. That's the main thing. They take us in captivity to breed with our people like that. You feel me?
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, it was Samaritan.
Man,
A whole bunch of Samaritans. Oh man, that was a good one right there. That was a low key. Don't nobody know about that shot right there, boy. That was an up and under. You know?
These brothers right there. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. I'm starting over here. Of the people who are around them, they bowed down to them and provoked Yahuwah. So they forsook Yahuwah and served Baal and the Ashereths. And the displeasures of Yahuwah burned against Israel. Therefore, he gave them into the hands of plunderers who despoiled them, and he sold them to the hands of their enemies all around. And they were unable to stand before their enemies any longer.
Come on, any longer. When you provoke the Most High, we see what happens, right? You can't stand in front of your enemies any longer. Right?
Right out.
And that's not just physically, that's spiritually too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where we at with it?
6. Judges 6. 1 through 6.
Okay.
Like it says, Judges. Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. And the children of Israel did evil in the eyes of Yahuwah, and Yahuwah gave them into the hand of Midian for 7 years. And the hand of Midian was strong against Israel. And before the face of the Midianites, the children of Israel made for themselves the refuge, which are in the mountains and the caves and the strongholds.
So now we see how we got up in the mountain, right? Fleeing from the Midian, right?
And it came to be whenever Israel had sown, that Midian would come up, and the Amalek and the people of the east would come up against them.
The people. That's the Arabs, right?
Yeah, but that's deep. I got a screen. It says, and it came to be whenever Israel had sown. So whenever they put them their hands to it, here that come the nations to take it away.
Right, right.
That's our people all day. Black Wall Street and all types of things we had. Here come these other nations come to bomb it and take it away.
That was good.
Black Panther movement. Yeah.
He confirming his word. You know what I'm saying? All you put your hand to do.
Right. You ain't gonna prosper.
Right.
That's great. Right here in the script, wow.
That's what happened when you forsake the Most High, right?
Wow. Run that back. And it came to be whenever Israel had sown, the Midian would come up, and the Amalek and the people of the east would come up against them.
That's 3 different nations right there. Midian, Amalek, and the people of the east. Everybody running down on us, huh?
You know, it's crazy. Even like right now, and this, what we call the awakening, this is when America decided to open up the borders, and get all these nations in here.
Man.
And you know?
It's like one consensus. It's like one consensus against us. I ain't gonna say all nations hate us, but they act like they do. You know what I'm talking about? If nations when all nations come together, it's always against us.
Right. That's real talk. That's real talk, because all the nations, a lot of these nations, it's okay to date a white person or whatever, but you better not date no Negro, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Straight up, All right. And
don't like that.
Wait, what happened,
It's the brothers that don't like that. They be mad about that.
Yeah.
They be like, I can't have none of your Gentile women. Like, man, they bogus. They prejudiced over there.
but we dealt with that. It was originally given to us not to be dealing with their women, though, right?
Right.
It wasn't given to them. They see our women and they just, fall head over heels.
Right.
That's why they always want to bring us in captivity. They like, I'm gonna kill you.
They be telling them, hey, you eat what she eat. Observe everything that she do.
Man, and it still ain't beneficial towards them. You can observe all you want. That don't mean you can copy it to a T, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look what they be observing. They've been observing for ages. Our women's in their bodies, right? They beautiful curvy bodies, right? And then they like, okay, we observe now. We gonna try to do it. And then some of the women's, I guess when they get their little work done, they come out all right. But I be seeing a lot of botched works. You feel me?
Okay.
All right. And encamp against them and destroy the increases of the soil as far as Azar, and leave no food in Israel, neither sheep nor ox nor donkey, for they came up with their livestock and their tents, coming in as numerous as locusts. And they and their camels were without number, and they came into the land to destroy it. Thus Israel was brought very low because of Midian, and the children of Israel cried out to Yahuwah.
So this is what it takes then. That's why I had to ask earlier, are we really oppressed? Because it looked like it takes major oppression for us to actually cry out to the Most High. It don't take till we get our head knocked off for us to cry out to the Most High. That's what it's looking like. Go ahead, Art.
It's like right now we in the midst of what they was in the midst of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the midst of things, and a lot of our people conforming to the way of the Gentiles.
Yeah. We already talked about this already, so I ain't gonna. Yeah. Where we at? 11.
What you gotta say, Art?
Nah, I'm just because we talked about who is Israel, because even though we know we about to come into this trial of temptation, mark of the beast, and we're gonna get to a position where we would, a lot of people would cry out, but a lot of our people, it's like, as a nation, as a whole, are we gonna cry out, or is it just as ones who's following the truth? Because we know a lot of our people gonna go and get this mark and all that other stuff out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
to the end. You get what I'm saying? Like, here, our people cried out as a nation, but our people, man, here, I can see them. A lot of them, conforming, man, and it's just those who's in the truth out. They ain't gonna get the mark for real.
Like I said, even those in the truth these days, I guess, like I said, right now when we looking at it, look like for us to really be getting our head knocked off, for us to be turning back to the Most High and crying out to the Most High. That's that. Until that, I ain't seeing that right now. Everybody's still in love with Babylon, right? They still like, hey, I'm gaining in Babylon. What we reading right now, the Midianites was coming and taking. Everybody was running down on Israel. I'm talking about 3 different nations. All these nations running down on us and taking from us, right? Israel ain't getting nothing taken from them right now. If anything, they're gaining. The most you'll get taken from you, I'm talking about, okay, and I hate to say it, but a child will get killed, right? But once a child get killed, the parents are seeking compensation. They getting compensated for it, right?
Yeah.
What happened? I'm talking about like that before. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, bro. We definitely coming up to the times where mothers will have to start crying out soon.
Man, the time is now. Time
now for sure. But that pressure coming. You ready? Yeah, pressure coming, man. All right. And a messenger of Yahuwah came and sat under the terebinth tree, which was in Ophrah, which belonged to Joash the Abizarite, while his son Gideon threshed wheat in the winepress to hide it from the eye of the Midianites. So he trying to make some wine, not.
Yeah, and what he got to do out?
He got to hide from the Midianites, man.
And it said he was threshing wheat in the wine press. So instead of threshing wine in there, he was threshing
wheat.
Right?
Okay.
It was just to hide it in the wine press, right?
So he had to hide food. He was trying to make some food.
Yeah, he was threshing that wheat.
There's some wheat in the wine press to hide it from the eye of the men, because they Midianites would have tried to took their food from them.
Right. Right. But we
And
see
the messenger, y'all.
the same
Go ahead,
messenger again, not the same messenger. Let's not forget about this messenger who keep on the pen, right? Go ahead.
And the messenger Yahuwah appeared to him and said to him, Yahuwah is with you, you mighty brave one. He brave because he try to get that food out.
Hey, think about how everybody else was doing. He said, man, I'm going to hide mine. You feel me? I'm going to hide mine.
And when Gideon saw that he was a messenger of Yahuwah, Gideon said, O master Yahuwah, for I have seen a messenger of Yahuwah face to face. And Yahuwah said to him, peace be with you. Do not fear. You do not die. And Gideon built a slaughter place therefore to Yahuwah and called it Yahuwah Shalom. To this day, it is still in Ophrah of the Abizarites.
Yahuwah, peace. All praises, right?
All praises.
Talking about last week, I believe. Peace I leave with you, right?
Yep.
So,
come on.
Okay. 27 to 35, right?
And Gideon took 10 men from among his servants and did as Yahuwah had said to him. And it came to be, because he feared his father's household and the men of the city too much to do it by day, that he did it by night.
That's called discernment, right? It's like if I do it by day, I know they're going to get me. So I'm going to still do what the Most High said, but I'm going to do it by night. That's just natural discernment, right?
Right. And the men of the city arose early in the morning and saw the slaughter place of Baal was broken down, and the Asherah that was beside it had been cut down, and the second bull was being offered on the slaughter place which was built. And they said to each other, who has done this deed? And when they had inquired and asked, they said, Gideon, son of Joash, has done this deed.
These are Israelites that's asking who broke our slaughter places of Baal.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Now,
that's all we're trying to do. That's the same thing we doing when we telling our people about these wicked holidays that they, they serve. We're trying to break down the slaughter place. We're trying to break down the slaughter place. That's what we doing when we giving our people this knowledge about who they serving and what these holidays represent. We breaking down the slaughter place, man. Do they like it though? Do they don't like it? Break down that slaughter place?
Nope. Who has done this deed? You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. 30 right up. And the men of the city said to Joab, bring out your son so that he dies, for he has broken down the slaughter place of Baal.
Right.
And because he has cut down, was that up?
They're going hard for him too.
Come on now, they're going hard.
And that's what they do. That's what we do when we tell them about these holidays. Well, I don't do it for that reason and all that type of stuff. I'm going hard for it. Feel me?
Come on, man. And because he has cut down the Asherah that was beside it. And Joash said to all who stood against him, would you plead for Baal?
Come on. That's the question we need to start asking. When we tell now, when we breaking down these slaughter places, would you plead for Baal?
Right, young. Would you save him? Let the one who pleads for him be put to death by morning. If he is a mighty one, let him plead for himself.
Come on, praise Yah, right? Because the Most High pleads for himself all the time. He say, I do this for my name's sake. I don't do it to save you. I did it for my name's sake, right? Come on.
Right up. Because his slaughter place has been broken down. So that day he called him Yerubbaal, saying, let Baal plead against him, because he has broken down his slaughter place.
I'm gonna start calling these people.
Yerubbaals?
Start putting Bell on the end of their name, man.
Hey, right? Hey, rightfully so. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
Rightfully so. Hey, that ain't bearing false witness, especially you told him the truth.
right.
Now all Midian and Amalek and the people of the east were gathered together, and they passed over and they camped in the valley of Israel. Then the spirit of Yahuwah came upon Gideon, and he blew the shofar, and the Abiezrites gathered behind him.
He blew that what out?
He blew that shofar out, the trumpet.
He blew that trumpet out. Come on.
Mm-hmm. And he
Who
said,
gathered behind him? Who gathered behind him?
Hey, leave him alone.
Okay.
What he said? He said, who gathered around him? He said,
yeah, who gathered around? Who gathered behind him?
The Abiezrites.
Okay.
And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also gathered behind him. So who's gathered behind him? Different nations?
These different tribes.
Different tribes? Okay.
Actually, right? That's the sons of Joseph, right?
So Manasseh, right? That's Manasseh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who's the Abiezrites? Who that?
That's the people that live in Abazur, whatever the city is.
Hey, Rube, you can't go to the King James and see what it say in the King James of the words.
Yeah. Who the Abiezrites then? What tribe is that?
That's the tribe. That's the people that live in that country of Abzur, whatever the country would be or the land would be.
So that's a different nation right there that gathered too.
That's just the Israelites that live just like Gideon. Gideon is named after Gideon, the city.
Yeah.
He's named after that city.
Ebenezer. Okay. Is that Ebenezer?
Yeah. So Ebenezer will be a place. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's start getting pride right there. Okay. Oh no. Kick my water down, man. That thing was spilling out.
Okay. Start back up 35 up.
Yeah. And he sent messengers throughout all Manasseh, who also gathered behind him, and he sent messengers to Asher, and to Zebulun, and to Naphtali, and they came up to meet them. And Gideon said to Elohim, if you are serving Israel by my hand, as you have said, see, I am placing a fleece of wool on the threshing floor. We
can stop it right there. Let's just jump straight to that 7. Okay. So we see Zebulun, Naphtali, Manasseh, Asher, all these gathered behind Gideon, right? Don't jump to chapter 7.
7, 1 through 7.
All right. And Yerubbaal, that is Gideon, all the people who were with him rose up early and encamped by the fountain of Herod, so that the camp of Midian was on the north side of them, by the hill of Mork, and Yahuwah said to Gideon, and Yahuwah said to Gideon, the people who are with you are too many for me to give Midian into their hands, lest Israel boast against me, saying, my own hand have saved me.
Come on. You see, because Gideon gathered so many tribes. He gathered Manasseh, he gathered Zebulun, Naphtali, Asher. Think about all them tribes and how many people was coming with them. Most High said, nah, that's too many. They're going to be like, we did this ourselves, right?
Right. And now, proclaim in the hearing of the people, saying, whoever is afraid of trembling let him turn back and leave Mount Gilead. And 22,000 of people turned back, while 10,000 remained. And Yahuwah said to Gideon, the people are still too many. Bring them down to the water, and let me prove them for you there. And it shall be that of whom I say to you, this one goes with you. Let him go with you. And to whomever I say to you, this one does not go with you, let him not go.
Okay.
So he brought the people down to the water, and Yahuwah said to Gideon, everyone who has lapsed the water, with his tongue, as a dog laps, separate him from everyone who bows down on his knees to drink.
Come on now. You know what I'm talking about? Which one of y'all would have been lapping like a dog? Who would have been out on sleep?
I be using my hands.
Okay.
And the number of those who lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, was 300 men. And all the rest of the people bowed down on their knees to drink water.
Okay.
And Yahuwah said to Gideon, by the 300 men who lapped, I save you. You shall give Midian into your hand. Let the other people go, each to his place.
Hey, that make me think about Abraham, right? Think about how deep he went. He was about 300 deep too, right?
Mm.
Jump down now.
Okay, jump it down.
24 and 25.
Okay.
Then Gideon sent messengers throughout all the mountains of Ephraim, saying, come down to meet Midian and capture from them the watering place, as far as Beth Barah and the Yarden. So all the men of Ephraim were called and captured the watering places as far as Beth Barah and the Yarden. And they captured 2 princes of Midian, Oreb and Zeeb, and killed Oreb at the rock of Oreb, and Zeeb they killed at the winepress of Zeeb, while they pursued Midian. And they brought the heads of Oreb and Zeeb to Gideon beyond the Yarden.
Reading this Judges make me think of that Ecclesiastes when Most High say, and it's a time to kill. Come on, man. Jump to chapter 8, Doc.
Hey, you want to keep going, Yamel, or you want to take a break?
Yeah, I'll keep going up.
Okay. 1 through 3.
All right. And the men of Ephraim said to him, what is this you have done to us by not calling us when you went to fight with me? And they contended with him sharply.
See that sound like people Ephraim, they want to get the recognition. You feel me? Because
right.
He said he called Manasseh, Asher, Zebulon, and Naphtali. He ain't called Ephraim. Ephraim said, man, we want to get some praise. We want people to be like the Ephraimites, knock their head off. You know? Go ahead.
Right, Right. And he said to them, what have I done as compared with you? Are the gleanings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of Ephraim not better than the grape harvest of Abiezer?
Abiezer, remember that's a place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying your gleanings on your grapes is better than what we have in Abiezer, right?
Right. Elohim has given into your hands the princes of Midian, Oreb, and Zeeb. What was I able to do as compared with you? And when he had said that, their rage towards him subsided.
Okay, jump down, Doc.
So what he was saying, he like, yo, if I win, you win, right?
Exactly. And then he's letting them know really the victory belongs to the Most High.
Right.
Get that real quick, though. Go get that real quick, Doc.
All right, 22 and 23, all right.
So the men of Israel said to Gideon, rule over us both. Rule over us both, you and your son, also your son's sons, for you have saved us from the hand of Midian. But Gideon said to them, I do not rule over you, nor does my son rule over you. Yahuwah does rule over you.
Come on. The victory belongs to the Most High. That's what Gideon knows.
Right.
All right. So we see we see Israel cried out, and the messenger of the Most High spoke to Gideon, and he came and knocked Midian head off, and there wasn't no more people running down on Israel and taking all that they had, right?
All right.
Get another example out. Where we at?
Judges 11.
Okay, Judges 11. Because remember, when we read in Judah 17, it said, and while they sin not before their Elohim, they prosper. Because the Elohim that hates iniquity was with them. Come on.
Right. Okay.
I'm gonna tear this veggie salad up real quick.
Okay. You want to read, man, tomorrow?
Hey, it's a feast day, and that brother be sounding real hungry, talking about I'm about to eat his veggie salad. I'm hungry over there. Hey, I hit it out. I hit it.
No, I got it out. I got it. Just to see if anybody else wanted to hit something.
I can hit it. I can hit it.
You want to hit it? Okay. 1 through 3, then we jump into 5. All right.
Okay. And Jephthah the Gileadite was a mighty brave one, but he was the son of a whore. And Gilda brought forth Jephthah.
So remember, we were just talking about the land. We see that Gilead is named. His name is named after the land that they live in, right? Go ahead.
And the wife of Gilead bore sons. And when his wife's sons grew up, they drove Jephthah out and said to him, you shall not have an inheritance in the house of our father, for you are the son of another woman.
Hey, they don't talk like that these days. You feel me?
What they say?
They be like, hey, my woman be at school. She be like, man, yeah, it be a whole bunch of different kids. They in the same grade, same daddy, different mamas. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? But they all brothers and sisters. You see right here, they like, man, you the son of a whore. Get up out of here, right? They ain't like that these days. It's promoted. It's promoted to, have multiple baby mamas and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. And multiple baby daddies. Same thing both ways.
Right.
For sure.
For sure.
All right. 3. And Jephthah fled from his brothers and dwelt in the land of Tob. And worthless men banded together with Jephthah and went out with him. And it came to be sometime later that the children of Ammon fought against Israel. And it came to be when the children of Ammon fought against Israel that the elders of Gilead went to bring Jephthah out of the land of Tob.
Come on, the same ones that told him to get up out of here because you the son of a whore. They like, well, he is a mighty brave one. Let's go get him so he can fight for it.
For sure. And they said to Jephthah, come and you shall be our commander, and let us fight against the children of Ammon. And Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, did you not hate me and drive me from my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you are in trouble?
And that's the same thing we doing with the Most High. We ain't getting our head knocked off enough to start crying out to the Most High. But that's what we do.
Right.
Sure.
Come on, we seeing them do this in a smaller aspect, right? In the more, Go ahead.
8. And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, that is the reason we have turned to you. What? Hold on, my phone just, hold up. My bad. Okay. And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, that is the reason we have turned to you, that you shall go with us and fight against the children of Ammon, and be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead. And Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, if you take me back home to fight against the children of Ammon, and Yahuwah gives them to me, am I to be your head? And
that's a question right there. Am I to be your head? Come on, remember what Gideon said. He said, Yah does rule over you, right?
So, and the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, Yahuwah is witness between us. If we do not do according to your words, then Yahuwah Then Yiptah went with the elders of Gilead, and the people set him over them as head and commander. And Yiptah spoke all his words before Yahuwah in Metzep. And Yiptah sent messengers to the sovereign of the children of Ammon, saying, what is between you and me that you have come to fight against me and my land? And the sovereigns of the children of Ammon said to the messengers of Yiptah, because Israel took my land when they came up out of Mizraim from the Aran as far as the Yabot and the Jordan, and now give back those lands in peace.
Now give me back my land in peace. But who really gave us that land?
The Most High.
Most High, come on. I can't give you back what the Most High gave us. Come on.
For sure. But Yiptah again sent messengers to the sovereign of the children of Ammon and said to him, this is what Yiptah said. Israel did not take the land of Moab, nor the land of the children of Ammon. For when they came up from Mizraim, and Israel walked through the wilderness as far as the Sea of Reeds, and came to Kadesh, then Israel sent messengers to the sovereign of Edom, saying, please let me pass over through your land. But the sovereigns of Edom would not listen. And they also sent the sovereign of Moab, but he refused, so Israel stayed at Kadesh.
Come down 19, Doc.
19, 24. Yeah.
19 to what?
24.
24. And Israel sent messengers to Shihon, sovereign of the Amorites, sovereign of Heshbon. And Israel said to him, please let us pass over through your land unto our place. But Shihon did not trust Israel to pass over through his borders. And Shihon gathered all his people together, and they encamped in Yahat and fought against Israel. And Yahuwah Elohim of Israel gave Shihon and all his people into the hand of Israel, and they struck them. So Israel took possession of all the land of the Amorites, the inhabitants of that land. Thus they took possession of all the borders of the Amorites, from Aran to Yobop, and from the wilderness to the Jordan. And now Yahuwah Elohim of Israel has driven out the Amorites before his people Israel. Should you then possess it?
Then possess what the Most High gave us? Does that make sense?
For sure. Whatever Kamash, your mighty one, gives you to possess, do you not possess it? And all that which Yahuwah our Elohim takes possession of before us, we possess.
Right. All the seeds anyway.
All right, 27 and 32.
You said 27 to 32?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have not sinned against you, but you are doing me evil by fighting against me. Let Yahuwah the judge today between the children of Israel and the children of Ammon. But the sovereign of the children of Ammon did not listen to the words which Yiptah sent him. And the spirit of Yahuwah came upon Yiptah, and he passed through Gilead and Menashish, and passed through Mizpah of Gilead. And from Mizpah of Gilead, he passed on towards the children of Ammon. And Yiptah made a vow to Yahuwah and said, if you give me the children of Ammon into my hands, then it shall be that whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me, when I return in peace from the children of Ammon, shall belong to Yahuwah, and I shall offer it up as an ascending offer. Yiptah then passed on towards the children of Ammon to fight against them, and Yahuwah gave them into his hands.
Come on, because the same thing happened with Gideon. The spirit of Yah came upon him, right?
For sure.
Come on. That set apart spirit ain't nothing new. You might read about it often in Renewed Testament, but it ain't new.
First Samuel, chapter 1, 1 through 8. Then we jump.
Nah, like you said, the Holy Spirit ain't new. Kind of, I mean, like you said, there's three that bear witness. You know what I'm saying? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Right, we kept on seeing that messenger of the Most High, and then we kept on seeing the Spirit of Yah come upon these men, right?
Yep. Every time.
Every time.
Okay. You want this too, Jermaine, or you want me to hit it?
You can hit it if you want to, bro.
Or Marv, you want to hit Marv? Marvin here still? I got it. And the men of Korath, Yarman, came and took the ark of Yahuwah and brought it into the house of Abinadab on the hill, and set apart Eleazar his son to guard the ark of Yahuwah. And it came to be from the day that the ark remained in Korath, Yeram, that the time increased. And it came to be 20 years, and all the house of Israel lamented after Yahuwah. And Samuel spoke to the house of Israel, saying, if you return to Yahuwah with all your hearts, then put away the foreign mighty ones and Ashereth from among you, and prepare your hearts for Yahuwah, and serve him only, so that he delivers you from the hand of the Philistines.
Oh, you gotta prepare your heart, right?
Mm-hmm. And the children of Israel put away the Baals and Ashereth, and served Yahuwah only. And Samuel said, gather all Israel to Mizpah, and let me pray to Yahuwah for you. And they gathered to Mizpah, and drew water, and poured it out before Yahuwah. And they fasted that day, and said there, we have sinned against Yahuwah. And Samuel rightly ruled the children of Israel as Mizpah.
Again, Day of Atonement just passed us. And what they say, we have sinned against the Most High Yah, right? Come on. That's why we in the situation we in, right? Because the Most High who hates iniquity, right? Hates iniquity. We ain't gonna prosper if we continue in our iniquity.
And when the Philistines heard that the children of Israel had gathered together as Mizpah, the princes of the Philistines went up against Israel. And the children of Israel heard of it and were afraid of the Philistines. And the children of Israel said to Samuel, do not cease to cry out to Yahuwah, our Elohim, for us, that he will save us from the hand of the Philistines.
Right, jump down to 10, not.
Verse 10. I was right. And it came to be, as Samuel offered up the ascending offering, the Philistines drew near to battle against Israel. But Yahuwah thundered with a great noise on that day on the Philistines, and troubled them, and they were smitten before Israel.
Oh, after they came and confessed that they sinned before the Most High and cried to the Most High, look who intervened, the Most High, right? 13, not.
As the Philistines were humbled, no longer came into the border of Israel. And the hand of Yahuwah was against the Philistines all the days of Samuel.
Come to the First Samuel chapter 12, right? Finish up this.
Say that for a second. First Samuel 12, 12 and 1.
Okay.
And Samuel said to all Israel, look, I have listened to your voice and all that you said to me, and have set a sovereign over you.
Okay, that's what we dealing with. Jump down to 6, all right?
Okay. And Samuel said to the people, It is Yahuwah who appointed Moshe and Aaron, and who brought your fathers up from the land of Mizraim.
So let's not get that twisted, because we read earlier in Exodus 3 that the messenger of Yah spoke to Moshe in the bush. So again, Shimon let you know, I can't be the one who set a sovereign over you. It's the Most High who appointed Moshe and Aaron, not another man, right?
So, right. And now stand still, so that I judge you before Yahuwah concerning all the righteous acts of Yahuwah, which he did to you and your fathers.
Okay. All the righteous acts that the Most High did, right? Go ahead.
When Yaakov had come to Mizraim, and your fathers cried out to Yahuwah, then Yahuwah sent Moshe and Aaron, who brought your fathers out of Mizraim and made them dwell in this place.
Then we read that in Exodus, right?
Right.
Okay.
But they forgot Yahuwah their Elohim. So he sold them into the hand of Sisera, commander of the army of Hatzor, and into the hand of the Philistines, into the hand of the sovereign of Moab. And they fought against them. And they cried out to Yahuwah and said, We have sinned, because we have forsaken Yahuwah and served the Baals and the Ashtaroth.
Didn't we read that in Jubilees? In Judges, when they forsook the Most High and start serving them Baals?
Man, it's like the same two, right? Baals and Ashtaroth. That's all they serve.
Right.
And
it's
now,
still to this day, still to this day.
And now, deliver us from the hand of our enemies, and we serve you.
See, that's why I say you got to cry out earnestly, in sincerity, seriously, right? Because if our people cry out this day, it's just for the Most High to save him in that instance, right? But they don't be like, oh, forgive us, Abba Yah, and we gonna serve you. Now they be like, just save me right now. Then I'm gonna go back to my same ways. Come on.
And Yahuwah said Yerubbabel, and Bedan, and Jephthah, and Samuel, and delivered you out of the hand of your enemies round about.
Come on, we just read about what happened with Yerubbabel and Jephthah, and we just read about Shemiel, right? So now we see the Most High appointed these people, because the Most High worked through his creation, right? Everybody wants the Most High to be how they worship they mighty ones, like he do magic tricks or something. Like he just gonna snap his fingers and you deliver it. The Most High worked through his creation, so he sent these men, right? To bring about that deliverance. Come on.
And you dwelt in safety.
Come on.
Are you after all that? All right, now we're jumping to 22. Is it?
22. Yes, sir.
And Samuel said to the people,
20 through 22.
Yeah. And Samuel said to the people, Do not fear. You have done all this evil. Only do not turn aside from following Yahuwah, and you shall serve Yahuwah with all your heart.
That's what the Most High tried, right? You can say with your mouth all day that I serve the Most High, right? But the Most High know if you really serving him, because he try your heart. That's why he say you should serve Yahuwah with all your heart. Come on. Most High the Most High don't deal with lukewarm. That's where it say all. All is absolute, right? If you serve the Most High with half your heart, he said you lukewarm and I'm going to vomit you out my mouth. Come on.
And do not turn aside after worthless matters, which do not profit or deliver, but they are worthless.
Come on, man.
That's the thing right there. You know, sometimes we deal with a lot of worthless things. You know what I'm saying?
So we do.
Right.
Worthless matters.
And they do not profit us or deliver us.
You know, right. And these worthless matters, we dang near go to war for.
Man, straight up, think about how many people that died or got killed because, you know what I'm saying, over some silly madness, right?
Stupid, worthless matters. Yeah. For Yahuwah would not cast away his people for his great name's sake, seeing it had pleased Yahuwah to make you his people.
All praises to the Most High. He say for his name's sake, right?
All right. 2 Kings 18.
So we're going to the 2 Kings because we see that Shemiel said, I'm going to appoint a sovereign over you, right? But he already told you the Most High is the one that's supposed to do the appointing. So now we see it's sovereigns reigning in Yisrael now. So let's go deal with one of these sovereigns and get an example from him one time.
And it came to be in the 3rd year of Hoshea, son of Elah, sovereign of Israel, that Hezekiah, son of Ahaz, sovereign of Yehuda, began to reign. He was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Abi, daughter of Zechariah. And he did what was right in the eyes of Yahuwah, according to all that his father Dawid did. He took away the high places and broke the pillars, and cut down the Asherah, and broke in pieces the bronze serpent which Moshe had made. For unto those days the children of Israel burned incense to it, and called it Nahushta. You see that?
Go ahead.
He broke that serpent that Moshe made because the children of Israel started worshiping. They worshiped anything.
And gave it a name, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
He put his trust in Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, and after him was none like him among all the sovereigns of Yehuda, nor who were before him. And he clung to Yahuwah. He did not turn away from following him, but guarded his commands, which Yahuwah had commanded Moshe. Man. See how I said this? He said he did not turn away from following him, but guarded his commands, which Yahuwah had commanded Moshe. So you reading this, you can see why like a lot of people don't read the Old Testament, because they say that's the law of Moses. It's just right here, it just make a big difference right there. You know, he guarded the Most High commands, which Yahuwah commanded Moses.
Right.
That's not Moses' commands. And Yahuwah was with him. Wherever he went, he acted wisely. And he rebelled against the sovereign of Asher and did not serve him.
Right.
He struck the Philistines.
Jump down. You can stop at that. Jump down to 17.
Okay. 17.
17 through 19.
And the sovereign of Asher sent Tartan and the Rapturus and the Raptura from Lachish.
Rapture K. Yeah, it's an Assyrian title meaning cupbearer.
Oh, okay. With the sovereign army against Jerusalem, the sovereign Hezekiah. And they went up and came to Jerusalem. And when they had come up, they came and stood by the channel, the canal of the upper pool, which was on the highway to the Landerer's field.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. I mean, they had highways back in the day for their horses to ride on. Come on.
And they called the sovereign and Eloquim, son of Helikayahu, who was over the household, and Shebana, the scribe, and Yarn, son of Asp, the recorder, came out to them.
So we see the recorder is out. That's why we're able to read this right now. Go ahead.
And the Rabshakeh said to them, please say to Hezekiah, thus said the great sovereign, the sovereign of Asher, what is this trust in which you have trusted.
What is this trust in which you have trusted? Because it said that Hezekiah trusted in the Most High, right? Remember, we did that trust. That means unwavering belief, right?
Right. I wasn't even supposed to read this.
Nah, you got it. You there now? 19,
Okay.
19 through oh, we at 22 now. Jump down 22 through 25.
I ain't finished 19. What is? Yeah. We right. 22 to 25.
Sure.
All right. But when you say to me, we trust in Yahuwah, our Elohim, is it not He whose high places and whose slaughter places Hezekiah has taken away, and said to Yehuda and to Jerusalem, bow yourselves before the slaughter place in Jerusalem?
Did we read that up? Did we read that Hezekiah took down the high places of the Most High? Or did we read that Hezekiah cut down the poles of the Asherah and bronze serpent and the thing that in the serpent that Moshe made? Right?
He took down they Most High. The stuff of they Most High, basically.
It's actually crazy how that's still placed on a lot of hospitals and ambulances still.
Every time you look at the ambulance, you're gonna see that serpent around that pole.
Seriously.
Every time.
That's crazy.
That's for real. That's what it is.
For sure.
Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. It's still here.
No doubt.
Okay.
Start at 22 from the top again.
All right. Elohim, is it not He whose high places and whose slaughter places Hezekiah has taken away, and said to Yehuda and Jerusalem, bow yourselves before this slaughter place in Jerusalem? And now, I urge you, give a pledge to my master, the sovereign of Asher. Then I give you 2,000 horses if you are able to put riders on them.
See that they don't really want to go to war because they know we serve the true and living Elohim, right? So they like, man, come on, man, go get this pledge to my sovereign, and I'm giving you horses if you can put riders on them, right? Probably thoroughbreds too.
Okay. And how do you turn back the face of one commander of the least of my master's servants, and trust in Mizraim for chariots and horsemen? Have I now come up without Yahuwah against this place to destroy it?
Look how you talking greasy, huh? Have I not come up without the Most High against this place to destroy it?
Yahuwah said to me, go up against this land, and you shall destroy it.
Now he's speaking blasphemy. Now he's saying that the Most High told him to go up to the land of Jerusalem and you shall destroy it. Come on. You know the Most High don't play that.
Jumping to 28. And the Rapsqua stood and called out with a loud voice in the language of Yehuda, and spoke and said, hear the word of the great sovereign of the sovereign of Asher. Thus said the sovereign, do not let Hezekiah deceive you, for he is unable to deliver you out of his hand.
I agree with that. Hezekiah can't deliver you, but we know who can deliver us, right?
For sure.
Right. And do not let Hezekiah make you trust in Yahuwah, saying, Yahuwah shall certainly deliver us, and this city is not given into the hand of the sovereign of Asher. Do not listen to Hezekiah, for thus said the sovereign of Asher, make peace with me by a present, and come out to me. Bring me a present, and let each of you eat from his own vine, and each from his own fig tree, and each of you drink the waters of his own cistern.
Right.
Until I come. Then I shall take you away to a land like your own land.
Then he should
take you away to a land like your own land,
like we were just speaking earlier about this captivity. That's all they want to do. They don't really want to destroy us, maybe our males, but they don't really want to destroy our women's like that. They want to take our women's to their own land and do what we was talking about earlier. Reproduce with our women's, right? That's why I say bring our women to spoil. Come on. And then think about something that if we use spoil in the definition that it is right now, right?
Right.
Yeah, they're saying take our women to spoil, basically saying if this nation mix with our nation, you spoiling our bloodline. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nobody like to eat nothing that's spoiled. Here we go. Go ahead.
A land of grain and new wine, a land of bread and vineyards, a land of olive trees and honey, and live and not die. But do not listen to Hezekiah when he misleads you, saying, Yahuwah shall deliver us.
Praise Yah.
Jump into 36.
My fault. What was that you just stopped at, Root?
32.
32.
But the people were silent and did not answer him a word. For the command of the sovereign was, do not answer him.
Right on. Jump to that 19, 2 Kings 19, 1 through 8.
Okay. You ready for Yamel? Or you want me to get it?
Yeah, I can read that.
Okay, I got the sounds in my face. All right.
That was 1
yeah,
through 8.
go ahead. Get it in now.
That was 1 through 8.
Now we 2 Kings 19, we about to read 1 through 8.
Okay.
All right. And it came to be when sovereign Hezekiah, that's Hezekiah, right? Yeah. Hezekiah heard it.
Brother ain't been listening.
hey, I was saying the same thing in my head. I like this brother. The brother, he been saying his name the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
that brother, he over there eating like kale salad. You know what I'm talking about?
I gotta get a new assembly, brothers. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go on mute, Go on mute.
Yeah.
So you can't hear me drinking my juice like Yabel. You don't hear.
Hey, make sure you ain't dropping no sauce on the screen. We still need you to scroll.
Right.
Straight up.
All right. Let's start from the top, man. And it came to be when sovereign Hezekiah heard it, that he tore his garments and covered himself with sackcloth and went into the house of Yahuwah. There you go. And sent Eliakim, who was over the household, and Shebna, the scribe. Shebna?
All right, let's not focus on the name. Just do your best and keep moving.
The scribe and the elders of the priests covering themselves with sackcloth to Yeshayahu, the prophet, son of Amatz. And they said to him, thus said Hezekiah, this day is a day of distress and rebuke and scorn, for the children have come to birth, but there is no power to bring forth. It could be that Yahuwah, your Elohim, does hear all the words of the Rabashakeh.
Go ahead. The cupbearer.
Whom his master, the sovereign of Ashur, has sent to reproach the living Elohim, and shall rebuke the words which Yahuwah, your Elohim, has heard. Therefore, lift up your prayer for the remnant that is left.
Mm-hmm.
And the servants of sovereign Hezekiah who came up to Yeshayahu, and Yeshayahu said to them, say this to your master, thus said Yahuwah, do not be afraid of the word which you have heard, with which the servants of the sovereign of Ashur have reviled me. See, I am putting a spirit upon him, and he shall hear a report and return to his own land. And I shall cause him to fall by the sword in his hand, in his land, sorry. And Rebeshakwe. Come on, what's that word?
You saying it out, you got it.
Okay. Returned and found the sovereign of Ashur fighting against Libnah. For he had heard that he had left Lachish.
Okay, jump down. Right?
We going to what?
14 through 19, and then we're going to jump down and hit 35 and 35 through 37.
All right. And Hezekiah received the letters from the hand of the messengers and read them and went up to the house of Yahuwah. And Hezekiah spread it before Yahuwah. And Hezekiah prayed before Yahuwah and said, O Yahuwah, Elohim of Israel, the one who dwells between the cherubim, you are Elohim, you alone of all the reigns of the earth. You have made the heavens and the earth.
See that? That's what we just discussed last week. The first thing when you come to the Most High in prayer is what? Exalt him, right?
For sure.
Incline your ear, O Yah, and hear. Open your eyes, O Yah, and see. And hear the words of Sennacherib, which he has sent to reproach the living Elohim. Truly Yahuwah, the sovereign of Ashur, have laid waste the nations and their lands, and have put their mighty ones into the fire. For they were not mighty ones, but the works of man's hands, wood and stone, and destroyed them. And now, O Yah, our Elohim, I pray, save us from his hand, so that all the reigns of the earth know that you are Yahuwah Elohim, you alone.
Come on, that all the reigns of the earth know these things, right? So if you go and read in the Assyrian scribes, this same story is going to be told. What happened, right? So we read it in our Bible, but they got it in the Assyrian scribes, the Assyrian tablets, the same story. What happened, right? It might got a different. Oh, actually, also, if you go read the book of Herodias, this same story is written that all know that you are Yahuwah Elohim, you alone. Come on, this isn't the Gentile story, the other nation story. Everybody know what happened at this point in time. Go ahead.
And it came to be in that night that the messenger of Yahuwah went out and struck in the camp of Ashur 185,000. And they rose up early in the morning and saw all of them dead bodies. And Sennacherib, sovereign of Ashur, broke camp and went away and turned back and remained in Nineveh.
You know what I think, honestly, Shag, when you say that, I think I heard, it might have been from Bowie that he read it out of one of them other books, like a encyclopedia.
Yes, sir.
One of the encyclopedias, and it said a plague. It said a plague, I think, here took out the army or whatever, and that they all basically died or something.
Yep. That's exactly what it say. A plague hit them. And that I can't think of that encyclopedia, but yeah, I think it's
that's,
like that.
That's in the last 2 million years. Last 2 million years.
Oh, okay.
Y'all know I read that somewhere. I got that book. I knew I read that somewhere. Like I said, if you go read the book of Herodias, he got an account of this, right? You go to the Assyrian tablets of or Shur, right? They got an account of this. You know what I'm talking about? So we know we just dealing with history. And we seeing how the Most High intervened. And we see when Hezekiah prayed, the same one that put us all this trust in the Most High. He said, so all the reigns know on earth that you are Elohim, you alone. Come on. And the Most High said, you know what? For my name's sake. Right? Come on, praise God. For sure. Think about how widely spread this Bible is. But all these other tablets and stuff, we don't got that. We just can't put our hands on it like that. Right? You're dealing with the truth right now.
That's right.
Okay. You ain't
All right.
finished 37, did you?
Nah. And it came to be, as he was bowing himself in the house of Nizrak, his mighty one, that his sons Adremelech and Sharester struck him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Arat, and his son Esarhaddon reigned in his place.
So that came from the prophet Yeshayahu, who said he gonna be returned to his land and he gonna die in his land, right? The prophet already said that. Come on. But we see how
Where's the R at? That's Sharonda. Okay. Well, okay, my bad, y'all. I'm just laughing at y'all mail. You had me cracking up. Okay.
say you reading like DeAndre today. I'm gonna
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
You bogus for that.
I know he done read. I know he done read Yeshayahu the prophet so many times. He got there and said, "Yes, say, I say."
You know.
Oh man.
All right. Proverbs 3.
I'm bad when it comes to the names. I'll be tearing them up.
And brother said, Shaul, shout. No, that's Shaul, right? Shaul. Oh, that's Paul. That's what they call Paul. Yeah, my bad. You know I like to joke around a lot.
They messing with child, man.
Proverbs 3, right?
Yes, sir. No, we just added this one. Let's see. Yeah.
All
Wait.
right. You want this, man?
Hold on.
Yeah, I hit it.
Hold on. Before we read that. I don't know if I put the right proverb. Man, I ain't get to go back over this one, fellas. So my bad.
You want to just jump to
Yeah.
Judas?
Yeah, I think we should just jump back to that Judas.
Right. You can't just be like, yeah, I need like 7 more scripts.
Nah, I didn't know.
Yeah, watch what you add, man.
It's a proverb. I might have put the wrong proverb. I ain't gonna stunt. So let's just go skip over that.
Okay, Judas 5, 21 and 22. You hit this, man. 21 and 22.
Okay. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Adonai now pass by, lest their Yahuwah defend them, and their Elohim be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
Mm.
And when Achior had finished these sayings, all the people standing around about the tent murmured, and the chief men of Holofernes and all that dwelt by the seaside and in Moab spoke that he should kill him.
So they said kill him, but all he did was just give him a recollection of how Yisrael is always delivered from delivered when they cry out to the Most High in sincerity, right? That's all he was letting them know. And we just went to go get the examples of those same things, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all we wanted to get. All right, let's finish them strong right here.
Hey, Jeremiah 11, 1 through 14. Let's keep going, man.
Okay, Jeremiah 11.
Yeah.
1 through 14. Okay. The word that came to Yemenahu from Yahuwah saying, hear the words of this covenant and speak to the men of Yahudah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem. And you shall say to them, thus said Yahuwah Elohim of Yisrael, cursed is the man who does not obey the words of this covenant, which I command your fathers in the day when I brought them out of the land of Mizraim from the iron furnace, saying, obey my voice, and you shall do according to all that I command you, and you shall be my people, and I be your Elohim, in order to establish the oath which I have sworn to your fathers, to give them the land flowing with milk and honey, as it is this day. And I answered and said,
Hey, I got
Amen,
a
Yahuwah.
question. I got a question then. So it say, "Cursed is the man who does not obey the words of this covenant." So we know we cursed as a nation, but if we turn back to the covenant of the Most High, are we still under that curse?
Nope.
Hmm.
We still could be under the curse, but like this is like where you gonna
Sort of like,
build
would
that
that
sanctuary
be
around.
sort of like Passover type, or no?
What you mean?
Yeah, kind of.
As far as if like you said, although we cursed as a nation, but to follow and abide and try to live by this, it like basically allow you to maneuver through it, I guess.
Yeah.
I would say that. And I say you'll be under
You
certain
won't be
curses.
so right. Because you're gonna be under the big curse. You know, you're
Right.
gonna always be in your enemy land, so you're gonna be in that. But like as far as your mind, you're gonna have like you said, you keep my covenant. I'm gonna have like a little sanctuary around you in the land of your captivity. You know what I'm saying? Like your
Well,
enemies.
like Shaq said. I mean, that's what he left us with, the peace.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That's
I was
what we
about to-
was okay. We was all on the same. That's what we was leading back to. That
I was
peace,
about to
right?
say that. I was about to say that's
Praises.
that peace. That's that peace you left with us. But
Yeah.
like even like the curses are so like hating your brother. You know, when you ain't gonna have the evil eye to your brother no more once you go get into this truth and walking in the truth and things of that nature.
Right. Right.
So that was perfect right there. Hey, that gave me goosebumps. I was thinking that same thing. That go back to that peace. Right? We're gonna be in the land
Yeah,
of
he
captivity.
like that.
Yeah, I do like that because we was all on the same page when brothers like that peace.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. We was all saying the same thing too. Yeah.
Yep. All praises. All praises.
All praises.
Okay, here we go. Let's get them.
Well, we at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. And Yahuwah said to me, proclaim all these words in the cities of Yehuda and in the streets of Jerusalem, saying, hear the words of this covenant and do them.
Hear the words of the covenant and what?
And do them.
Ooh, that's them works right there.
No doubt. For I earnestly warn your fathers, lift it up, son, Root. Put that sandwich down.
Man, that brother on his third sandwich. Hey, it's a feast day. It don't mean be greedy. Come on.
For I earnestly warn your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Mizraim until this day, rising early and warning, saying, obey my voice. But they did not obey or incline their ear, but everyone walked in the stubbornness of his evil heart. So I brought on them all the words of this covenant which I commanded them to do, and they did not do. And Yahuwah said to me, there is a conspiracy amongst the men of Yehuda and amongst the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They have turned back to the crookedness of their forefathers who refused to hear my voice, and they have gone after other mighty ones to serve them. The house of Yisrael and the house of Yehuda have broken my covenant I made with their fathers.
Look around,
therefore,
look around. The Most High said they have turned back to the crookedness of their forefathers. What we just reading Judges and all these things and how they were serving the Baals, right?
For sure.
And then in the time of Nehemiah, talking about brothers was trying to walk in truth. In the time of the Maccabees, brothers trying to walk in that truth. But the Most High said they have turned back to the crookedness of their forefathers, right? So now, now make us big. Like, if we do cry out in sincerity, is the Most High gonna relent? Is he gonna relent and do like he was doing back in the day in the time of Judges that we was reading? Right? I know he's so merciful, but still gotta ask the question, man.
So.
Go ahead.
All right, 11. Therefore, thus said Yahuwah, see, I am bringing evil on them, which they are unable to escape. Then they shall cry out to me, but I shall not listen to them.
See
Mm,
that? Because they was crying out in that time. The forefathers was crying out, and the Most High was listening, right? And He was sending men to deliver them, right?
mm.
Hmm.
And the cities of Yehuda and the inhabitants of Yisrael, Jerusalem, shall go and cry out to the mighty ones to whom they burn incense, but they shall bring no deliverance to them at all in the time of their evil. For your mighty ones have become as many as your cities, O Yehuda, and you have set up as many slaughter places to shame as there are streets in Jerusalem.
And think about when they say them slaughter places right now. What can we replace that with? And they say, and you have set up many churches.
Churches, yeah.
Slaughter places in the streets. Every block, every time you hit a corner, it's another one. Many slaughter places. And what they doing? Burn the incense to Baal.
To Baal.
Come on, man.
Mm. And you do not pray for this people or lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I do not hear them in the time that they cry out to me because of their evil. Wow.
Come on, big man. We on the same page right now. Come on, come on.
That's scary.
It's straight from the Most High mouth, come on. Because of the evil, come on.
Oh yeah, we done with that. I think that's right.
Yeah, it was 2:14.
Yeah.
Psalm
34.
But remember, it say because of their evil. So it make you think: Does the Most High hear? Does the Most High hear any cries? Well, we're not doing evil, right? Does the Most High hear our cry?
Definitely.
Feel the same, right? Let's see if we can find it somewhere.
Want this, man?
Yeah. What is it? Psalms 34?
34, 14 to 19.
14. All right. Submit, turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Ayin, the eyes of Yahuwah are on the righteous, and his ears until their cry.
Oh, okay. So because of the evil, the Most High said, don't pray for this people, don't cry out for this people, because I don't listen. I ain't hearing it for their evil. But he say, I hear the cry of the righteous, though. That's a different cry.
No
you
doubt.
feel me?
Oh, okay. What is these at the beginning of these scriptures?
They're like little
A-N, the P.
They Hebrew. They like Hebrew, little Hebrew.
That's the alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, or like 1, 2, 3. Almost.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like the alphabet, though.
All right. This P. The face of Yahuwah is against evildoers, to cut off their remembrance from the earth. Tesedi, the righteous cried out, and Yahuwah heard and delivered them out of all their distresses.
Praise Yah, right? The righteous cried out.
For sure.
The evil ones cry out. Just think about it. What's an evil person y'all be talking about? What's that one millionaire with the Teslas? If he crying out to the Most High, is the Most High gonna hear his cry? Right?
Yeah, I feel
Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Elon Musk.
One of these people, if they crying out, the Most High said because of their evil, I don't hear that, right? But it said when the righteous cry out, yeah, the Most High said, I hear they cry. Come on.
For sure. For sure. All praises.
All right, we gotta walk in righteousness for the Most High to hear our voice. Come on. We can't just be like, oh, I'm doing wickedness out here, but oh, Abba, please save me. No, that don't even sound right. Come on.
No. All right, 18. What's that? Q-O. Yahoo is near. Huh?
You ain't got to say them. You know.
Oh.
You ain't got to say
that.
Yahuwah is near to the brokenhearted and save those whose spirit is crushed. Many are the evils of the righteous, but Yahuwah delivers him out of them all.
Right. Right. So when it's talking about evils, it's talking about the afflictions, right? Many are the afflictions of the righteous, right? But the Most High delivers us out of all of it, man. Come on,
Sure.
praise God. Straight up.
Sure.
Okay. First Baruch chapter 3, 1 through 8. Okay, I continue right now, man.
Okay.
O El Shaddai, Elohim of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled Ruach cries unto you. Hear, O Yahuwah, and have mercy. You are merciful and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before you. For you endure forever, and we perish utterly. O El Shaddai, Elohim of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead inhabitants of Israel and of their children, which have sinned before you, and now hearken unto the voice of you, their Elohim.
Right.
For the which cause these plagues cleave unto us.
They do what up?
Cleave unto us.
Hey.
Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon your power and your name now at this time. For you, Yahuwah Eloheinu, and you, O Yahuwah, will we praise. And for this cause, you have put your fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon your name and praise you in our captivity.
What should we be doing in this captivity, God?
Praising the Most
Praising the Most High.
Calling upon his name and praising him straight up.
For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before you.
Call to mind.
No.
Sometimes we got to go read it to call it to mind, right? That's why we read it today.
For
Right.
sure. For sure.
Only thing we can call to mind is the sin of our father. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen it.
Right.
But like you said, we got to read about our forefathers. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where you have scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our forefathers, of our fathers, which departed from Yahuwah Eloheinu. So we in this land, we got to cry out, you know, we need the Most High,
right?
Especially in these times now.
And that's why we gotta see the difference between captivity and bondage, right? Because again, we in our land of captivity, but when we was reading earlier with Hezekiah, who the sovereign of Ashur said, hey man, you can come to my land. This got wine, oil, all the good things, good water, all the good things in this same land, right? You still gonna be my captives, but you're gonna have the same thing that you got in your land, right? They're trying to make captivity seem so pleasant these days, man. Not even just these days, even before, right?
So he said for America.
Yeah, everybody want to be in Babylon. Remember, that's what Babylon was about. That's how we know we're in Babylon, because Babylon is filled with all different nations. That's what Babylon do. They take upon all different nations into that same captivity. Go to these other countries. Go to China and see how many other nations you see in China, right? Go to India. Go to all these other countries and see how many different nations you see. You won't see a lot, but come to Babylon. Well, just on one street is gonna be 10 different nations. Mexicans, hey, I'm telling you, Indians. Come on.
And everybody got their own God.
Right.
Everybody got their own God that they want you to worship, right?
Sure.
Home of all the abominations, right?
Right.
Hey, look. Let me say how you got the Chinese man telling the brother about Christ, and the brother telling the Chinese man about Buddha in Babylon.
Yeah.
Hey, that's that confusion right there. You remember that one trial when we was reading earlier? It said that they wanted to go confound the Mizrite, right? That's what they're trying to do. Huh? That's that confusion, huh? Straight up.
Judge them, son of man. Ezekiel 20. Judge them, son of man. Judge them. Make known to them the abominations of their fathers.
Mm.
You shall say to them, thus said the master Yah, on the day when I chose Israel and lifted my hand in an oath to the seed of the house of Jacob, and made myself known to them in the land of Mizraim, I lifted my hand in an oath to them, saying, I am Yahuwah, your Elohim.
He did that.
Right.
He said, I made myself known to you in the land of Mizraim. And think about it, just like what Shaul said, Israel looked for signs. So how the Most High make himself known to us? Through the signs, right? That's why he said, I'm going to do great works. He did it through plagues and then opened the sea of reeds. Come on, man.
And I gave them my laws and showed them my right ruling, which if a man does, he shall live by them.
Right.
And I also gave them my Sabbaths to be a sign between them and me, to know that I am Yahuwah who sets them apart.
Right. Day of Atonement, they call it a Sabbath of Sabbatism, right? That's why I say my Sabbaths, right? So these feast days are actually Sabbaths too, right?
Right. Sure. Rest days, yeah.
And give us understanding of what the Father doing in the earth, right?
Mm-hmm. So, and he said it's a sign, it's a sign between us and the Most High, right?
Right.
So he sets us apart. We can't set ourselves apart. We can't make ourselves holy. Only the Most High can set us apart.
Right. Fact.
He set you apart, give you all kind of knowledge that people look at you and say you crazy.
That's
look at you and be like that one dude, man. They reading books that I've never even heard of. You know what I'm saying? Ain't even heard of the old books in the Old Testament. Some of these preachers, you know, the congregation, like Amos, what that's that?
Right. Right.
You know what? This brother reading Apocrypha or something? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, this is your book.
Obadiah. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Obadiah. Who is that? All right. 30. Therefore say to the house of Israel, thus says the Master Yah, are you defiling yourselves in the way of your fathers?
That's all the question that we want to get to. That's why we put this at the end. We need to ask ourselves that. After we just read all this in the Judges and Samuel and all that, we got to ask ourselves, are we defiling ourselves in the ways of our forefathers?
And the answer is sadly yes.
Man, sadly.
And it's only like you say, it's only a remnant of us that don't do it.
Come on,
It says, and do you whore after their abominations? Had to finish that up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the next question. I know you already know.
Yeah.
Do you whore after their abominations?
I wonder why you wanted to read that out so bad. He didn't even let me finish it. You see that, man? I got it from here. Okay. Okay, all right.
Y'all been getting cut up for 2 days now. Y'all gonna have to
that brother been. Hey, I think he been getting cut up since we came to Houston. I think.
Oh man.
Right. That brother. Hey, he got all kind of stitches up on himself. You know what I'm saying? We got stitches everywhere. Hey. 33 to 38. You want to read, y'all, man? You want to finish 33 to 38 up?
Yeah,
Long as the Most High stitching them up.
Yeah, all praises, right? I'll finish it up, Bob.
Okay, go ahead,
as I live, declared the Master Yahuwah, do not I, with a mighty hand, with an outstretched arm, and with wrath poured out, reign over you?
That's what Gideon said, right? I don't reign over you. The Most High reign over you.
Right.
Right.
So when he says, "Do I not I with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm?" So with that outstretched arm, that's like that mercy too, right?
It's mercy, but it's
Right.
also with wrath poured
With
out.
wrath poured out. Yeah. So he let you know, I got all this. I got all this. With a mighty hand, I got that mighty hand. I got mercy, and I got that wrath. I was like, which one you want? Reign over you. And I shall bring you out from the people and gather you out of the lands where you are scattered with a mighty hand and with an outstretched arm and with wrath poured out.
Man, that wrath always gonna be there too.
We seeing the wrath being poured out right now. Straight up.
It's being poured out. These people going crazy around here.
And I shall bring you into the wilderness of the peoples, and shall enter into judgment with you face to face there.
Come on, that's what Gideon said. I seen the messenger of the Most High, and the Most High said, "You should not die." Come on, into judgment face to face. Come on.
As I entered into judgment with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Mizraim, so I shall enter into judgment with you, declares the Master Yahuwah.
We gotta take this straight verbatim, like the Most High say. He say, "My word goes out and it won't come back void." Come on.
And I shall make.
Raptured.
You say what up?
We ain't getting raptured.
Not at all.
No. And I shall make you pass under the rod, and shall bring you into the bond of the covenant.
Oh, that rod, that R should be capitalized. You feel me? Because who gonna rule with that rod, right?
Mashiach.
And that same messenger of Yah that we've been reading about all day. Go ahead.
And purge the rebels from among you, and those who transgress against me. From the land where they sojourn, I bring them out. But they shall not come into the land of Israel, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah.
So we see it's gonna be a lot of us in that wilderness, but everybody ain't gonna enter into the land. You feel me? Y'all Mel gonna have so many stitches. He was like, "Yeah, I'm entering in. I done been."
Yeah, I've been getting beat up for the longest.
Yeah, I know better now. Come on. All right.
Psalms, we got a double dose of Psalms here, look like. Brother said one Psalm ain't enough.
Nah, I know when we read that Psalm, brothers be quiet, but I wanted to make sure, like, I want y'all to break this Psalm down also, because it's hidden.
Okay. Can I read it, Yamel? You want to read it? I got it.
No, I got it. I can read. My bad. Where we at?
No, I got it out.
You got it? You sure?
Yeah, I got it. It's just 7 verses.
All right, go ahead.
I cry out to Yahuwah with my voice. I pray to Yahuwah with my voice.
Right.
I pour out my complaint before him. I declare before him my distress.
Right. Because the Most High said he hears the righteous when they cry out, right? So there's nothing wrong with crying out with your voice and pouring out your complaint, right?
Right.
Declaring your sorrows or your distress. Come on.
When my spirit grew faint within me, then you know my path. And the way in which I walk, they have hidden a trap for me.
Come on, that's why we say everybody wants our downfall. They not putting out a trap for all these other nations. Come on.
They got bacon on every commercial with food in it, and who they sponsoring it with? Israelite. All right.
Hey, every time Yamel told me this, every time you watching baddies, you feel me? They be like, they always doing the HIV commercial with the gays, you feel me? And who they got in Israelites.
And what What about when you watch it? What you see?
Yeah, I was
'Cause I
about
know
to
you
say,
watch it too.
that
You know
brother,
what I'm
that
saying?
brother
That
false
brother
witness.
trying to,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, trying to be there.
I'll be sleeping with my woman watch
I'm
baddies.
telling people
You
that.
know
I'm
what
telling people that.
I'm
Hey,
saying?
that brother got the alarm clock, yeah, man. He got the alarm clock when baddies come on.
Yeah.
It be hitting and say, baddie, baddie, baddie. Then that brother wake it, he open his eyes
That's not
up.
how it goes. It's baddie shot o'clock. That's what y'all meal talking about. Here you go.
That brother got his shot glass and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't
That's crazy.
be saying
I
that.
still ain't heard of that show.
Hey, we don't need you to hear about that show. You hear about that? You gonna
All
get.
right.
Can't watch that. Go ahead.
My spirit grew faint within me. Then you know my past. And the way in which I walk, they have hidden a trap for me.
All right.
Look to the right hand and see, and no one is concerned for me. No refuge remains to me. No one inquires after my being. Nobody checking up on me.
Come
I
on.
cried out to you, oh Yahuwah. I said, you are my refuge, my portion in the land of the living. Listen to my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are too strong for me.
They are too strong for me. Come on. I think about how
They
Jacob
got
was always afraid, right? And they
right.
were out because they know those who persecute them was too strong. Think about when they went
Yeah.
to the Amalek, and they like them boys as tall as cedar redwoods or something. You feel me? They too strong for me. So who has to deliver us, right?
Yeah, the Most High. You know, they got the military, they got the police, they got the citizens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything. You know, you just one man.
Got
You know?
everything, right? And we few and far in between, you know. Bring my being out of prison to give thanks to your name. Let the righteous gather around me because you deal kindly with me.
Oh, praise.
Let who gather around me?
The righteous.
Righteous gather around.
Come on, we can't just have anybody gathering around us.
Right.
Right.
And it say, bring my being out of prison, my soul out of prison, my mind, right? That's why Mashiach said, that's what, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. You're not in prison no more, right?
Right. Real talk. Real talk.
I read this last thing. Hey, you still want to hit that prayer Manasseh? You can read it. It's up to you. We ain't got to. I know you.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Is it good? All right.
Yeah, it's real good. I'm sticking in something else. We just read it a couple of weeks ago. He said you know.
Well, I told I'm like, yeah, brothers don't listen. Cause when we dealt with true repentance, we read the prayer of Manasseh, but we can read it again because it is real good. And we just came off Day of Atonement, so it's up to you. However you want to do.
You want me to read it before you read this psalm right here?
No, I want you to close with it if you're gonna read it.
All right, go ahead and read this then.
Okay. Psalms 30. I exalt you, O Yah, for you have drawn me up and have not let my enemies rejoice over me. Yahuwah, my Elohim, I have cried to you, and you have healed me. Yah, you brought me up from Sheol. You have kept me alive from going down into the pit. Sing praises to Yahuwah, you loving committed ones of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his set apartness. For his displeasure is for a moment. His delight is for life. Weeping might last for the night, but joy comes in the morning. As for me, I have said in my ease, never would I be shaken. Yahuwah, in your good pleasure, you have made my mountain to stand strong. You hid your face and I was troubled. I cried out to you, O Yah, and I prayed. And to Yah, I prayed. What gain is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Would dust praise you? Would it declare your truth? Heal Yahuwah and show me favor. Yah, be my helper. You have turned my mourning into dancing for me. You have torn off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness, so that esteem might praise you and not be silent. Oh Yahuwah, my Elohim, I thank you forever. Praise God.
Praise. Hallelujah.
All praise.
Yeah.
Praise.
Okay.